Walmart Obama meltdown on live TV, caught in a hypocrite's trap. They call him Walmart Obama, great value Obama. But today, Hakeem Jeffries just earned a new name, Redistricting Rager, because CNN called him out and he lost it. Real quick, people, you know what I need you to do. If you're seeing through the lies and the double standards, I need you to smash that like button, hit that subscribe, and share this with somebody who's still caught in the fog. Let's go. Roll the tape.
Hurry up.
Is New Jersey another option that you're looking at too?
I think that if you have a situation where Republicans are unleashing every malignant scheme possible to try to undermine the principle of free and fair elections and to disenfranchise millions of people in Texas and beyond, that it's incumbent upon all of us to take a close look at how do we ensure that the congressional map writ large is as fair as possible in advance of the midterm elections.
But you don't think this is the same thing as what the Republicans are doing
Of course
in Texas?
it's not.
Because of why?
Because we believe in the principle of fair maps.
He shouted like a toddler with his hand caught in the cookie jar. This is a major leader in the Democratic Party, and this is how he handles pushback from CNN. Imagine how he'd do if he had to face a Tucker Carlson, let alone Trump. CNN asked him a simple question. If you're redrawing maps in New York, how is that different from Texas doing it? Answer, it's not. But Democrats, they don't care about the logic. They care about the narrative. And when the narrative gets challenged, they unravel. Jeffries brags about fairness while pushing the same gerrymandering playbook. Democrats did mid-decade redistricting back in 2016 just to save Pelosi's majority. It's documented. Redrawing districts isn't the problem, but lying about it is. Jeffries' fake moral high ground is eroding under basic questions. The media's not playing defense anymore, and he can't handle it.
House Republicans have been a complete and total failure for the American people. They have no credible track record of success. That's why House Republicans are afraid of the voters in 2026 in the midterm elections, and they're trying to cheat to win.
Cheat to win. I mean, but this is what majorities do. They redraw lines.
It is completely and totally unprecedented to engage in mid-decade redistricting. That is only being done because House Republicans in Texas and beyond know they have no track record of success.
No, Hakeem, they're doing exactly what you would do if you weren't losing. Redistricting isn't cheating, it's politics. You just hate that Republicans are better at it than you. And you're mad that states like Texas aren't waiting for permission. But remember when Democrats redrew North Carolina, Virginia, Florida, and Pennsylvania maps in 2016? You didn't call that cheating, you called it saving democracy. Hypocrisy level expert.
You just accuse Republicans of rigging the election by changing the lines in the middle of the decade. Wouldn't Democrats be doing the same thing?
It's important to understand that in Texas, there's already ongoing litigation that the map that currently exists violates the Voting Rights Act of 1965. That's litigation that we think we're on the verge of winning. What we're committed to doing as Democrats in New York, in California, in New Jersey, across the country, is make sure that the congressional maps are as fair as possible.
Every time he says fair, an angel loses its wings. Fair to who? Fair to Democrats. They mean fair like the IRS means random audit. The only difference is Republicans admit they want to win. Democrats pretend they're saving the country while rigging it.
I look forward to having a conversation with the governor about how do we ensure that New York maps are as fair as possible in an environment where you've got extreme MAGA Republicans and Donald Trump doing everything they can to undermine the will of the voters and undermine the principle of free and fair elections across the country.
You mean the same Trump that's out here winning votes in swing states while you're redrawing lines in blue ones? Jeffries is projecting hard. And when you don't have a policy, a plan, or a point, you panic. That's exactly what this meltdown was, a panic attack in real time.
In New York, I've talked to some members of your delegation, Democrats who want New York to change the maps, to try to add seats Democratic seats in New York. Would you support that effort in your state?
Let me just simply say the maps in New York are not as fair as they could be.
That sounds to me like you're open to changing it.
I'm going to quote little brother on this one. Fair to who? We've seen what fair means to Democrats. Men dominating women's sports, illegal immigrants living off taxpayers, college admission standards dropped for your favorite groups and raised for those you hate. And you love fairness so much that you picked Kamala Harris without a single free and fair vote. Please spare me the fair maps talk. You want to rig it better, but guess what? Even if you redraw every inch of New York, there's no more juice to squeeze. You're losing and you know it. The bottom line is Democrats can't handle losing. Hakeem Jeffries got exposed on live TV, not by Tucker, not by Trump, but by CNN. Why? Because the facts finally broke through the narrative. And when the party of truth gets caught lying, they shout fairness like it's a spell that's going to wipe their record clean. But here's the truth. They covered up Biden's decline for 4 years. They used redistricting to cling to power. And now they want you to believe they're the victims. Sorry, Walmart Obama. Your receipt for hypocrisy just got printed. Riddle me this, people, and leave your thoughts in the comments section below. If Democrats call redistricting cheating, why did they do it in 2016? Should either party be allowed to redraw maps mid-decade or only after a census year? Do you trust either party to redraw fair maps without bias? Is CNN finally starting to ask real questions, or was this a fluke? When Democrats say fairness, what do they actually mean? Thanks for watching, y'all. If you felt like justice on a loop, you know what I need you to do, people. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that bell, and share this with somebody who's still caught in the fog. Thanks again. God bless.
Listen.